I just got to a point where I was so fucking frustrated with him. I was like, you are a loser.
Welcome back, guys. Today we're going to review this woman's video. This is a single mother. She is seeking advice from other single mothers on what to do because her baby daddy came back into the picture. Let's get into it.
Okay, so I need some advice right now. I am having some serious issues with my baby daddy, and I don't know what to do. I know what I want to do, but I don't know what is right. And I know that a lot of single moms with shitty baby daddies follow me, so...
Wait, what? Can you repeat that one more time?
And I know that a lot of single moms with shitty baby daddies follow me, so...
Well, this is not a surprise. Makes perfect sense. Birds of a feather flock together. Here is a broken and damaged woman seeking advice from other broken and damaged women. What can go wrong?
If you guys can just give me advice on what you guys would do, that would be fantastic because I am at a crossroads right now. So as you guys know, if you guys have been following me, that a couple months ago, my baby daddy came back into the picture after not being around for 8 years. And, you know, he really started to make a huge effort with our son. You know, he was working, he had his own place, he was actually doing really good. He was contributing, even though it wasn't a lot. He was still helping out in any way that he could, which I was like, okay, this is so great. Like, who is this guy? So happy about it. So since I don't trust him because he's an addict or recovering, he says he is, or whatever.
All right, so here's my take so far. This woman is in her late 20s. She said that the baby daddy has been absent for about 8 years. But this woman probably got pregnant when she was early in her 20s, maybe 2021. And I'm sure she was wanting to pursue all of the bad boys, so she decided to open her legs and get pregnant by a drug addict. Fantastic.
I don't trust him to be alone with our son. I don't trust him to have his friends drive our son around. I don't trust him to be alone with him. I don't want my son going over to the places that he's living.
Look, this is one thing I don't understand. If this guy is this bad, as she says, why in the hell did she get involved with him in the first place?
I don't trust it because, to be honest, all the people that he hangs out with look like they are addicts to me, and active addicts. Like,
well, lady, this is on you. Take some accountability. This is the bad boy that you pursued in your early 20s. This is the bad boy that you decided to open your legs to and get pregnant by him.
You know what an active addict looks like, okay? So I don't trust it. So he's been spending a lot of time at our place. So with that, him and I started to get a little bit closer. And I was like, okay, like, if you're going to continue on this really good path, like, I don't see why we wouldn't be able to, like, try a relationship.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
Which was my mistake. It was my mistake.
No shit!
So anyways, fast forward a couple months, you know, he starts to kind of show his tendencies that he would if he was using, you know.
And this tells me that this guy has been a drug addict all of those years. This is not a recent thing because this woman was able to pick a pattern of behavior that this guy is trying to do now, which is the same that he used to do back in the day. So the only conclusion that we have is that this woman was attracted to this bad boy drug addict in her early 20s.
He would sleep all day, be up all night, like always have random things to do that he had to leave like right now. And he always had to go clean his room at his place, which he did like every day for like 5-6 hours, and would just randomly show back up at like 9 p.m. I'm like,
you don't find that suspicious?
That's a little sus. Like, you think I don't know you? Like, I've dealt with you for 9 years. Like,
damn it, I knew it. See, all of those years, she knew this guy was a drug addict, and yet she still thinks that she can have a relationship with this guy.
Emotional, damn it!
I know you're using. So with that, he ends up losing his job about 2.5 months ago, and it was a really good job. And to be honest, if he was ever going to have a chance at staying sober, it was at this job. And he ends up losing his job because he doesn't wake up to go to work. So they fire him. Like, obviously, if you're not going to show up to work, you're going to get fired. So he gets fired. And I told him, I was like, listen, you need to get another job like right away because you're the one that's fully capable of working full hours. I cannot. I have to pick our son up, drop our son off at school. I can only work within school hours and like from home pretty much after school because he has hockey. We're busy. I cannot work a regular job.
I keep coming back to the same thought. She picked this man early in her 20s. She picked this man. She decided to pursue this bad boy instead of the good guy that could have worked out a lot better. But no. This is the bad boy that I want. 8 years later, she's still dealing with this and still thinking that she can have a relationship with him. Unreal.
But you can't. So I was like, you need to go find another job. He's like, yeah, I know, blah, 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 blah. He had this job lined up, never went to it. So obviously he paid for rent that month, and then the next month comes around and he has no money for rent. So they end up kicking him out. So he's like, well, I'm going to be homeless. I'm going to be out on the street. Like, why can't I just stay with you? I'm like, you cannot stay with me because I've done this song and dance with you so many times. I'm not doing it again.
I do not believe for 1 second that this woman is done with this guy, because she said that she has done this song and dance with this guy so many times. And every time this guy has acted out, this woman has taken him back every single damn time. The guy knows that she will take him back, and apparently she likes this drama.
Like, you need to be a big boy. You've had 2.5 months to get a fucking job, okay? You cannot stay with me. So anyways, he finds this person's couch to stay on, whatever. He's housed anyways. But with that, I started to regress. I was like, I don't want this relationship anymore. Like, I only really ever wanted it when I thought that you were doing well and like you were being a big boy.
Whatever helps you sleep at night, sweetheart.
And you were being a normal 34-year-old man.
Well, there you have it. This guy is 34 minus 8 years, and however many years they were together. So this guy was probably early 20s, 21, 22. How old this woman might have been at that time? Probably 18. An 18-year-old woman attracted to a 21, 22 bad boy who does drugs.
To society, and that you were going to be able to contribute. We have this hockey tournament coming up next weekend that's going to cost like $3,000 pretty much, with hotel and food and gas and all this stuff. You were supposed to pay half of that. So now I have to pay all. Like, I just got to a point where I was so fucking frustrated with him. I was like, you are a loser.
And you picked him, and you opened your legs to him. Remember that.
Let's see. Take responsibility for my own life or blame you. Ding, 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 ding. Blame you wins hands down.
You are a loser. Like, I'm not doing this anymore. So I completely pulled back from the relationship. I told him, I don't want to be in a relationship anymore. Like, we can be friends. We can co-parent. Let's just like work on that. Let's just focus on our kid. Like, the relationship thing is over. Like, we're done.
For what? For the 11th, 20th time?
Which, like, rightfully so. But since then, he has been so mean to me. I'm talking so mean to me. Like, any way that he could, like, jab at me or hurt me or do something that is just, like, malicious and, like, spiteful, he will do.
And yet, you keep bringing him back into your life. As you said it, that you have done this song and dance with him so many times.
So now I'm at a point where I'm like, okay, I don't trust him to go over to his dad's couch because I don't know this person that he's living with now. And I don't trust his friends to drive our son around to go watch his baseball or anything like that, because I don't trust him or anyone that he hangs out with. I don't trust.
Birds of a feather flock together, even on that side too.
Like, to be honest, I don't trust any of them, including him. So now I'm like, okay, well, the only way that he could hang out with our son is, one, if I pick him up, which I'm not fucking doing anymore. And two, if he comes over to our house or if he's supervised. And I don't want to be around him. He's mean. So it's like, what do I do? Like, do I just suck it up and allow him to continue to be an asshole to me just so that my son can hang out with him? Or do I just say, you know what, you can either be respectful to me or you don't get access to him. Like, period. I don't know what's right, because our son obviously loves him. He wants to spend time with him. Like, he hasn't had a dad for so long that he wants to be around him. But it's like, I can't be around him anymore because it's really fucking with my mental health. Like, I can't be around someone who is so fucking mean. Like, I can't do it anymore. So I don't know what to do. Like, what would you guys do? Because there's two options. It's like, I either say, like, listen, you don't get access to him if you're going to treat me like trash and if you're going to be rude to me, period. Or I just suck it up and let my mental health suffer. So I don't know what to do. I don't know what's right. So please help me.
And this right here, my friends, is precisely the reason why I tell you that you should avoid single mothers. Perfect example right here. Whoever wants to be the white knight and get involved with a single mother, or wants to get involved with this woman of this video, has to understand that he's going to have to deal with a drug addict baby daddy that's going to be coming in and out of this picture for a very, very long time. And my question to you is, why? Why getting involved with this kind of women, with all of this trauma, all of this baggage, and all of these issues, all of these problems that's going to come to your peaceful life just because you wanted to get involved with a single mother? My advice, do not even go near any one of them. Avoid these women at all costs. Guys, watch your six at all times, and I'll see you next time.